Well, good morning. Sorry about the sunshine. It is Thursday, September 26th. My 89th day on trail. Well, I camped on top of a mountain last night. Actually had cell service. It was nice. Wasn't able to use it much because it was so darn cold and windy, but once I got out of my quilt, I wasn't bad. I wasn't cold last night. It wasn't damp. Woke up this morning, my tent was completely dry. So I was at mile 777.5, which meant I did 14 and a half like yesterday. And I think I'm around, I forgot now, 6,000 feet. And I'm gonna drop down, and I've got another big climb. Actually, two climbs, and one of them's a big one, 7,400 feet. It's actually the highest point on the PCT in Oregon. It's like 7,400 feet. So my sister has checked with Mazama Village best she can, and these people, man, they are not helpful at all. It seems that my boxes are gone. She can't get a lot of information, but so yeah, they've been sent back. Just really screws things up. I just got off the phone, thank God I had service, with when I get to Highway 38, which will be tomorrow, or 138, you have a choice to go to this little town that doesn't have a grocery store but has some gas stations and a couple little inns and one restaurant, or Diamond Lake Resort. And I just called them. Actually, I got a room for $100, and they do have a store that you can resupply at, but it is pricey. Really don't have much of a choice. And according to her, I asked her about this storm coming in tomorrow. It is a winter storm, and it's supposed to be whatever, raining, snowing all weekend. So I might be staying there 2 nights. If it's cold and raining and or snowing, I'm probably going to stay there 2 nights, because I don't have my winter clothing, which was sent back by Mazama Village. Yeah, it's a pain. It's a real hassle. And I'm not the only hiker affected. When I just got off the phone with this lady, she told me, hell, they accept hiker boxes. Sure wish I sent one there. And they come pick you up, because it's not all, it's probably 15 miles off trail, but they charge you $10 to come get you. So that's not too bad. I mean, I could try to hitch, but don't know what the traffic's like. So, enough of that. So I at least got somewhere to go tomorrow night if the weather's bad, and to buy food. Today, it's gonna be a hell day. I left camp at 9, actually about 8:45. I just can't get going in the mornings. It's just so cold. It's hard to get moving. And I have to do, in 3.5 miles, is a spring, which is half mile off trail. And that is the last water until a creek, I think it was Thiessen Creek, and that's going to be 16.5 miles past this water. So pretty much I have a 20-mile day, and I'm going to have to hike it because I will not have any water. Well, it's about 12 o'clock. I've done 5 miles. I hit that spring this morning. That was an extra mile. Boy, it was a half mile steeply downhill. It had 3 or 4 switchbacks. And drank a liter and then got I have 3.5 liters like I do when I go to, no, I have about 3 liters. So I'm gonna have a liter for every 5 miles. I have 15 miles left to the next water source and to camp. And I looked, oh my goodness, at the elevation, what I gotta do. I've already climbed one little mountain this morning. I mean, it was, 64,500, but I was already up pretty high. It wasn't too bad. Now I'm getting ready to climb a 6,800 foot mountain. Go slightly back hill, climb another one, then go all the way down, and I have a 7,500 foot climb. Oh, and then it's all downhill to where I'm camping, which I'm guessing is probably 4 or 5 miles. This is gonna be a tough day because I'm sore from just starting back Monday. Boy, I woke up this morning and everything was aching. Just like when I started in Washington, I think it was day 4 that really got me. I was so sore, I just only did 8 to 10 miles a day. So, and the bad thing is I have to make this. That's the only water source. And I'll be out. So I can't camp without water. So, tomorrow will be an easier day because I only have 10 miles to the highway to get the shuttle into Diamond Lake Resort. So I've pretty much been walking in the woods. I'm sure when I get to the top of these 3 mountains I got to climb today. That last one's going to be tough because it takes you way down. So I'm sure it's going to be a 2,000 foot elevation climb or more. Well, I got to the top of my second mountain today, about 6,700 feet. Man, it was a long, gradual climb. No switchbacks, just wasn't hard. It's just long and everything's uphill. No flat spots whatsoever. See, I'm already going down. And then I have another one. I don't know how far down it's taking me, but then I gotta climb back up to kind of where I'm at. And then it takes me way down and I got that monster climb. I just looked, I'm still 14 miles away from that water source. It's 12:30. I'm just not sure I can do it. Not with 4 mountain climbs. And the last one, I think the highest I've been on the whole PCT. I don't think in Washington I was ever at 7,800. So, I don't know. But I need to get as close to that water as I can so I can get it first thing in the morning and get my butt, if it's going to be bad weather, hurry up and hike that 10 miles to get to Diamond Lake Resort. Beautiful day though, breezy. It's like a fall day. A little cool in the shade sometimes. Not bad. And then if you're in the direct sunlight, it's pretty warm. And if you're partial, like right now, you can see the sun on and off me. It's perfect. Well, I climbed to the top of the third mountain, and it just it didn't go all the way to the top. It was just followed the rim, and in the woods like this. Again, though, these are just awesome woods. These are really open, so I've actually been trying to pay attention, because you can see through the trees so far for any signs of wildlife. But I have seen nothing. Well, it's just a little afternoon update. It's 2:30. I've done pushing 10 miles. Not quite yet, but almost. Took a little 20-30 minute break. Ate some lunch. Ate one Nutella wrap and peanut butter. It's just not sitting, just nothing's tasting good. It's been a walk in the woods since that first mountain this morning. I had a few views. Other than that, it's just been in the woods. So I just looked on my gut hooks. I got 200 more feet to go downhill, and it's gonna put me at 6,200 feet, and then I gotta climb to 7,800. Woo. So 1,800 foot, is that right? No, can't add. 1,600 foot elevation climb, and it's 2:30. That's gonna take me a while. Don't see me making it to the water tonight. God, and I am already tired. It's just because this is day 3 for me, back on trail. I'm pretty sore every time I stretch, man. My calves are tight. My thighs are tight. Feet hurt. Back hurts. I'm falling apart. So I'm gonna try to get as far as I can. There is a campsite on the way up that big mountain, but that's not enough miles. And I think there's a campsite when you start descending the mountain. But I got to see how far that water is. So I don't want to have to hike more than, God, really don't want to hike more than 12 miles tomorrow. I'm assuming this is Mount Thilson. Don't know for 100%, but it's the biggest mountain I've seen. Probably not gonna pick it on video, but it's got all kinds of colors: red, light gray, dark gray. But the sun's right behind it, and I'm kind of hiding behind a tree to get it. But anyway, I have a 1 mile to the peak finally. I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Well, it is 5:30. Done 15 miles, and right now there is nobody higher on the PCT in the state of Oregon than me right now. 7,573 feet of elevation. Highest point in Oregon on the PCT. So, as I mentioned earlier, got about 2 miles, I think, maybe a little longer, to a tent site that puts me 13 miles from Highway 138 for tomorrow. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, look here. Oregon, Washington High Point, 7,560 feet. Woohoo! Well, the dark clouds are rolling in. Man, I have a bad feeling it is going to be cold, cold, wet, cold tomorrow. Well, I just turned the corner and saw this big boy. Clouds, it's still up in the clouds. That's got to be Mount Thilson. And I guess I'm pronouncing that right because the sign I saw was an old wood sign, and it was faded and cracked. But it looked like it was Thilson or Thiessen. It was kind of hard to tell. I thought I saw an L though, so Thiel. I'm saying Thiel, but it might be Thiessen. Well, we just got to camp. The PCT is right up there by that log, and I set up back here. There's nothing really under trees. This is mile 795. So tomorrow I'm gonna hit 800. And I had, as I'm setting my tent up, I had a lady come by going north. She's trying to set the supported record for going through Oregon. So that means her husband's following her car, and She sleeps, probably has a van, so I mean she doesn't even camp out. She's just trying to do it by speed. She said she was trying to do 50 miles today. Anyway, she said this storm's supposed to hit tonight. It's going to start tonight. So that is going to be a biatch. Trying to get ready in the morning when it's pouring down freezing rain. Gonna suck, but we'll deal with it. So I'm about to climb in my tent and call it a night. We'll see you tomorrow.